I have been informed that we have successfully created our office for air supply transportation. We took all the aircraft we could find, and for example, we torn out the seats and made enough space to get something similar to Yonkers, which is pretty much a supply transports. It's only the thing about this is that it won't carry troops. It can only carry boxes or whatever that would carry supplies for us. So here they are, at which heavy air supply transports, and first of all we need to find a good spot to place these. Maybe here in Bucharest, and from remaining capital we will hope that we are going to be able to supply our forces here. So what do we have here? Our front line is becoming very much visible now to us. We know where our troops are, and it's good to know that we are moving to the right direction, and hopefully we can stop this enemy advance that's taking place. So first things first, the first which air supply transport fleet will head here and supply these guys, and the second is gonna go here, supply these, and the third going to supply these troops. Fourth is gonna go and supply these in Nikopol, and we're gonna do this all the way through. They don't have much organization, but hopefully this won't be a big issue. We'll see. And I just hope for the best. Our supply here. There's a bunch of divisions over here also. We're gonna send them here, and we'll make sure that our troops are moving. These are gaining some organization though, and now he's just waiting. Let's wait further and see how this will go for us. I see the battles are raging. In most cases we're not being attacked severely, but on some areas we are being attacked very, very severely. And for as long as the supply station isn't stable enough, things surely won't go well for us. We have won a battle here. This area. No supply has been received there just yet. It looks like, first of all, these units here must recover for air supply missions. Can take place there. Waiting. Deliver supplies to the air to any troops who needed them. And they'll just have to wait further. Here, Leningrad is still fighting. Oh, look at that. Looks like we're losing some of the areas here. Okay, it seems to me that these transports need some time to recover, so we're going to rebase them because they're not supplying anything. And I'll wait until they recover a little bit. I mean, not recover, but they become far more capable. Here, Saudi Arabia has joined us. Good to know that. Italians are successfully marching north or east, and Saudi Arabia feels that it's a good opportunity to join us now. They don't seem to have that many troops, but they're probably afraid of the Italians, so they're afraid of the Italians more, and they may believe in victory. Here we see that Japanese have successfully repelled Soviet assault, and they may as well start marching into Soviet territory. We do see a slight advance here. If Soviets would divert more troops from the west-east, this would be a major victory for us. Okay, here situation is bad, really bad. Let's retreat even further and hope that this would stabilize our position to a greater extent. So here, towards Veliki, Tokmak and Melitopol, we're gonna go and stand there. Hopefully have won another major battle, but the casualties are very, very intense. Here we're retreating also, and on most areas we are retreating. Here our main concentration, at least most of these most of the front line is to some extent visible for us. These guys got bogged down here for a very, very long time now, and it's not good. Our divisions that should get to the front line ended up getting an attack order because the front line moved against us. Okay, here we need to retreat, otherwise we'll be wiped out. And I want them to retreat even further back. That's the only thing we can do now, due to all that poor supply, unfortunately. And at least Crimea is currently being held by us, but they are attacking us ferociously. Looks like they're on a major offensive there. And I see that I have a few divisions over here. No supply has been received as of yet. Here we're broken, and I would say let's retreat then. Okay, so we're standing right there, and it seems that we will be consistently on the retreat for some time. Don't need these troops here. We'll have two provinces soon full. soldiers. How's our transports doing? Transports did gain some organization, but not enough to conduct successful operations. No will to fight for our soldiers, almost. Here we are fighting them, and as you can see, quite a few of these divisions are ours. Blogspot, LinkedIn, WordPress, Blogspot, YouTube channel, Blogspot Medium, the entire social media subscriber base is fighting there from all over the internet. And for as long as we can just stay firm for a bit, it's gonna be just fine, hopefully. Our eastern front is staying still strong. Okay, there are new laws that can be enacted. Repression. Okay, it's interesting. Let's see what we have. Repression. Reduce the AC, reduce consumer goods, increase counterintelligence, ruling party supporting partisan efficiency increase. In any case, let's go after that. That's gonna be a little better. Most of the units are out of supply, unfortunately. Here we're sitting ducks, and here as well. These troops are still struggling. Okay. Okay. So I have no grasp of what's going on. So, no. We have two divisions here. We could reduce the front line even further, but more troops will simply come over there soon. We don't have many supplies there. Okay. Internal security should not be too far away, and it's that. These troops are from Africa Corps, I see. That's not good. These troops shouldn't be here, they can go for internal command. These, on the other hand, could join the front line. Okay. So it seems that some may be taken back to the front. And let's see if with that much organization they would conduct supply operations. And we're gonna try and land supply here. Let's see if that's going to happen. It doesn't look like that's going to happen, but let's wait just a little bit. They are gaining focus quite well. I want to prioritize these for upgrades and reinforcements. That will certainly be very important in the near future. Okay, so it looks like they're without order. Look at that, they're without order. So let's see if they would air supply this. Air supply waiting. They're not doing it. They would probably be more useful supplying air there, but if they're not doing it, what is the difference? Anyway, right? Let's see. fighting here. These troops are not doing much. They could as well move to the front line. Okay. It looks like the supply is starting to show up. And it could be due to the summer period that's on its way. However, here situation is very different. Nothing really changes. The fall of Leningrad, would you look at that? That's a good news. Leningrad, the birthplace of the Russian Revolution, has fallen to the advancing German forces. Sporadic fighting can still be heard from some suburbs, but a strange calm has settled over the rest of the ruined city. Columns of German soldiers marched past St. Isaac's Cathedral, whose great dome, painted grey earlier by the Soviets to avoid the attention of marauding bombers, is riddled with bullet holes and shrapnel impacts. So they're gonna gain 5 descent and lose some unity, so that's a blow for them. No doubts about that. Okay. Here, so what's the situation for us? Here, terrible. Here, terrible. Here, terrible. Here, we're fighting really hard, but I suspect we're fighting a losing battle. Here, situation is terrible, but we are getting some supply. There is some local supply. That's very good. Here we are getting also supply. We have 3 divisions there, and we're pretty much just waiting for better opportunities. Some of my forces are still very much behind. Let's see how's this doing. It looks like we are transporting our troops. Look at that. Our air units did went and they are moving, so that's good. They're here dropping supply. And some local supply does appear, so it looks like we can start sending our air units here to this area and make sure that they start doing it. So the first, go here and supply these troops. Second, go here and supply these troops. I'm not sure if we'll supply this with more troops or not, but let's just do it. We have abundance of these. Anyway, more here. These can go up to the front line itself and air supply this area. Fifth, here and supply this area. Okay, the 6th, move here and supply these troops. Okay, we are waiting here. So 6th is 7th. Here and supply. And now the 8th can supply these divisions. So these guys are lucky ones. They do have some supplies. You can see they're recovering. And all in all, the situation hopefully will become a lot more stable now that more and more drops will take place. Look at that. Some supply was dropped here, I guess. Okay, let's wait and see. So we're consistently on the defensive. These troops are digging in for 15 days. Probably